extremely heat-tolerant microphone, along with other sensory equipment, were lowered into the well. The temperature was about 1,100 degrees centigrade, about 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. But the real shocker was the disturbing sound that was recorded. They only got about 17 seconds of audio before the microphone melted, but it was 17 horrifying seconds of the screams of the damned. The screams of the hell.
Scientists began one of the greatest and most ambitious drilling and mining experiments in human history. In the Kola Peninsula, a drilling project started which would go on to reach farther down into the Earth's crust than any other in history, setting a Guinness World Record that still stands today. Even now, over 20 years since the cessation of all drilling activities at the borehole, which has since been welded shut, it's remembered as a grand science project, which brought about great scientific discoveries, as well as rumors, myths, and legends of the type that wouldn't be out of place in a modern horror movie. In its prime, the superstructure that was built around the rig on the Kola Peninsula was 20 stories high, and over the time of its operation, it would host over 3,000 workers. The drilling project began. The immediate success of the project was almost unusual. There were no initial problems, and the drills continued to bore into the earth, ultimately reaching a distance of over 7 miles. It was the most significant scientific achievement since the Americans had successfully placed a man on the moon. There were some who said that drilling the hole would open up a portal to hell, allowing demons to escape into the world. These rumors grew louder. The temperature recorded at the end of the drill actually reached over 1,500 degrees. Allegedly, on the end of the drill was a microphone, which captures the screams of tormented souls deep in the pits of Hades. These screams were relayed to observers on the surface who became traumatized by what they were hearing. An atmosphere of deep fear and anxiety gripped the rig, and work suddenly had to be shut down without warning. At least that's the story. Here is a recording that's claimed to come from the Kola borehole, from a microphone that was lowered into the well. Listen to it for yourself. Not many people initially believed the rumors, and the drill was set back into operation. However, 150 degrees Fahrenheit, significantly higher temperature than anticipated. To this day, he takes tourists to the site of the abandoned drill, entertaining tour, and it helps Guberman pay his bill. The story about the borehole opening a portal to hell intended it to be a funny story, but something got lost in translation, and it was reprinted by World, and everybody knew the Kola super deep borehole as a haunted mine. What happened at Kola, and what was it nobody had tried to reach before, using unimaginable pressure and new technology to bore the holes ever achieved previously. By 1979, they'd broken that world record, taking it had passed the 7.45 mile mark. Incredible depths. No human eyes had ever seen rock created under these types of geological forces before. People wanted to see them and spend time studying them. Because of this, work at the site stopped for a full year to allow these studies to take place. That turned out to be a bad idea. When drilling restarted again in 1984, disaster was around the corner. Keeping the drill lubricated and working, twisted off and became embedded in the hole from farther up the borehole. Operators resumed the work and began to drill a parallel hole, starting at a depth of 4.3 miles. It measures 7.62 miles, what our home was like when it was young, and how our planet came to be formed in the first, which was unexpected because there was no route for